7. My name is Niharika Walia Bhatnagar and I am with you with the area of accounting and financial management for bankers. So, today what we'll be talking about is the details of accounting cycle. So, I'm going to go further towards the accounting cycle in depth. So, let's work towards it. The first question says choose the correct journal entry for the transaction cash deposited in the bank rupees 90,000. If I'm depositing money into the bank, what is happening? See, I am getting bank balance and I'm losing cash balance. So, isn't it going to be bank? I am losing cash. So the journal entry is going to be like I'm getting bank balance and losing cash balance. So it's going to be 90,000 and 90,000. So in this case, the correct answer is going to be bank to cash, right? So all other journal entries, in terms of journal, always be very clear with what your answer is. If in case you are clear with your answer, then other points will always get shuffled out. That's the beauty of this area. So whenever we are talking about journal, not never look at the options, always look at the applicability of the rules, and once you are clear with the applicability of the rules, then move on. ठीक है. So debit the bank balance and credit the cash balance. The journal entry will automatically be correct when we are doing this. ठीक है. Next question. Proprietor's account, supplier's account and receiver's account fall under the category of, where do we put this particular category? Representative, artificial person, natural person, or none? When we talk about proprietor's account, na, it would be natural person. Is an individual na who's living, and that particular person is given that particular opportunity, right? So let's move on and talk about the next question. Just a moment. Okay, so the next question is relating to the sequence of all these things. It's gonna be a little longer question. Okay, so now let's talk about the question as well. So in this case, I'm going to talk about the accounting cycle in detail. In terms of this, proprietor's account would be the account of person who's living. So living person is a natural person. Okay? So give me a moment. Okay. So now here comes the next question. Sequence the following activities in the process of accounting. What do you call in the process of accounting? First is journalizing the the transaction in the ledger, then taking it to the recording of the business transactions in the books of entry, then preparation of the annual financial statements and preparation of the trial balance, and last is deriving meaningful inferences from business decisions. You need to choose the correct statement. Always remember, even if you are not able to define what particular thing happened after what, It always starts with recording the basic journal entries. If you know the basic of journal entries, then you can move forward. Right? So in this case, what would be the correct answer? What is the sequence of the following activities in the process of accounting? In this case, the first is to record the journal entries. Always remember, first is to find out what particular thing are we noting down. So it's always going to be the B point. So as you can see, there's only one particular point which actually took the B. Right? So in this case, the correct answer is B is the first one. Then that is recording the transaction. After recording, we put the journal towards the ledger, that is in the T-shape accounting, and then what we do is we derive the meaningful inferences out of it. Then we prepare the financial statements. Actually, this is wrong. In this case, it's gonna be the first one is going to be recording the transaction. Second is going to be the journal. Third is going to be the preparation of trial balance. This is where I missed out. Then the fourth point is the annual financial statement, and fifth is the inference of the journal decisions. To simplify it all, first of all, you prepare the journal, then you prepare the ledger, then you prepare the trial balance, which is basically a cluster of all the things that have happened in business. Then you prepare your profit and loss account, and then you prepare your balance sheet. When both the financial statements are prepared, you communicate. To whom? You will communicate to the people who are in dire need to know what is exactly happening in your business. Investors, owners, employees, so many people would be affected by the work. Na? So in this case, the correct answer is B, A, D, C, E. These kind of questions can be quite confusing. In the examination, they can also convert this into a case study. So if this is converted into a case study, this would mean they will ask what would come at the second step, what would come at the fourth step. So you'll have to determine which particular place belongs to whom. Okay, here comes the next question. This particular question says a transaction entered into the following. Okay, let me just hold it up. I hope this would help. A transaction entered into the following, a trader entered into the following transactions. As a result, the total of purchase column in the purchase book will be goods purchased from Gaurav, goods purchased from Sudhir, goods purchased from Kamal on credit, and at the same time machinery purchased. They are asking us only and only what would come in the purchase book. Purchase book records only and only credit transactions. There are no other transactions which it notes down. So credit transactions are, the credit transactions in this case would be what? The credit transactions here would be it would be of, there's one particular here, Kamal on credit 25,000, so this is the first one. And at the same time, in the first one, goods purchased from Gaurav, if nothing is stated in the transaction, it is all automatically considered that it is a credit transaction. While the cash transaction here, this will not be recorded in the purchase book, because purchase book records only and only credit transactions. Right? If we purchase machinery, if we are purchasing an asset, that would come here. So in this case, it would be a total of 33,000. 25 plus 8. So the correct answer is 33,000. Such kind of questions are always tricky, but they are based upon concepts. Clear if you can specify things. Such a question is nothing but a win-win situation for you. Right? Here comes the next question. Sales for the year ended 31st March was 10 lakh. So then we are getting that particular 10 lakh goods are sold. Sales included goods sold to Mr. A at a profit of 20% on cost. Okay, goods sold to Mr. A for rupees 50,000. That means I have sold something for 50,000 to them, and which is at a profit of 20% on cost. So whatever it is basically 120% of something. Such goods are still lying in the godown at buyer's risk. We are having it while it belongs to that particular person. There's nothing wrong about it. Then therefore such goods are to be treated as a part of sales, goods closing inventory, then goods in transit, or sales return. See, in this case, the particular person has already bought the goods, but the goods haven't reached that particular person yet. That means it is still in the distribution area. Na? So we'll be considering it as sales. because the goods are already sold. One of the most important thing is that in this case the goods have all the goods are still lying in the godown at buyer's risk, not at the owner's risk. We are not at risk. The sellers is not at the risk, but the buyer is at risk. So in this case, the correct answer would be sales. Next question. A purchased a car for rupees 5 lakh, then making a down payment of 1 lakh. So basically, for a car of rupees 5 lakh, we have paid 1 lakh already. So that means I have got a car for 5 lakh, but I have lost cash for rupees 1 lakh. So whatever my cash would be from cash, 1 lakh is gone. So technically 5 minus 1, I am having 4 on the asset side. And we have signed a bill for rupees 4 lakh. So in this case, even the liability side is also having 4 lakh. So is this side sorted? This is based upon the equation. They are saying that 4 lakh bill will be due in 60 days. Technically, our capital plus liabilities is to assets. Whatever capital we have, whatever liabilities we have, both of these when added together, whatever I put my money into the business, then anybody else's money into the business, that brings up my assets. So in this case, I have totally made an asset of 4 lakh and I've got a liability of 4 lakh too. The total assets are increased by 5 lakh, total liabilities are increased by 4 lakh, total assets are increased by 4 lakh, or total of these are increased from both the sides. So ultimately, in this case, the correct answer would be D. A withdrawal of cash from business by the proprietor should be credited to drawings account, capital account, cash account, or none. A withdrawal of cash, if you remove the cash from the business, then what happens? If you remove the cash from the business, it's called drawings because the money is going out of the business and I'm also losing cash. So the journal entry for it would be drawings to cash. So they are asking about the credit portion, it would be cash because we are losing cash from the business and our capital is also being affected as this drawings ultimately goes to the capital account. For example, I said that drawings has been made to capital, but this drawings will ultimately be removed from capital. From the total capital, you will remove the drawings. Right? So, here comes the next question. I hope it is visible, and if it's not, let's just highlight it a bit. Just give me a moment. Now in this case, they are saying that if a purchase return of 1000 has been wrongly posted to the debit of sale return but has been correctly entered into the supply account. So in this case, what has happened? If something is basically a purchase return means we are giving the goods back. So it should be a credit of 1000, but it has been wrongly posted to the sales return. That means I have wrongly posted it as 1000 here, but has been correctly entered into the supplier's account. So his account is sorted. I have posted this 1000 here. Technically, this 1000 should not be shown, while this has to be eliminated and 1000 has to be credited on the credit side, right? So in this case, this has to be eliminated. So in this case, my debit side is more. Look at the question. It says a trial balance would show the debit balance to be 1000 more than the credit. Trial balance shows the credit side to be more than 1000, debit side to be more than 2000, and the credit side of the trial balance will be 2000 more than the debit side. So in this case, the correct answer would be the debit side of the trial balance will be 2000 more than the credit side, because the point is we have noted 1000 here and we have noted nothing here. Technically, credit side is already short by 1000 and the debit side is already more by 1000. So the difference overall comes out to be of 1000 plus 1000. It is of 2000. If two or more transactions of the same nature are journalized together, having either the debit or the credit account common, is known as compound journal entry, separate journal entry, posting, or none. If we talk about if two or more elements are put into one particular area, then it would be called what? Then it would be called a compound journal entry. ठीक है, it would be called a compound journal entry. Right, so there are two kinds of entries, everyone. One is the entry which is related to simple journal entry. There are one debit and one credit. When we have multiple debits or multiple credits, that is where we have compound entry. But always remember, the total of the compound entries is always the same, it doesn't change. Okay, so the total will be, total of debit will be equal to total of credit. Okay, so our batch for the examination of JIB has just started. If you haven't reviewed it yet, then kindly go ahead and check it out. And at the same time, if you are preparing for this examination and still in a dilemma, then kindly fill up the form as early as possible, because second week has started. In this week, extra 100 rupees would be charged as a as the late fees, and then it would increase further after the completion of this week. So it's better, if you are thinking about giving this examination seriously, then all you need to do is you need to look forward to your preparation ASAP. So what can you do regarding this? If you're looking forward to our classes, then what you can do is go on and join our batch. JIB and CIB area, go to the area of JIB October 2023. Currently the JIB Mahapack is available at double validity. That means the JIB Mahapack 2.0 is available at double validity. You pay for 6 months and you get for 12. You pay for 12 months, you're getting for 24 months. So you're getting expert faculties, recorded videos, English plus bilingual, both batches are opened up for you. Previous batches, current batches, all available. Revision batches that would come after this, also available. Plus we are also giving you 4 new features. That is why it is called 2.0. In the 4 new features, that would include doubt classes on second and fourth Saturday, number 1. Then secondly, we are coming up with marathons and mini marathon as well as mega marathons in our batches. Along with that, you are also going to get practice papers for your preparation, as well as we are providing you all these things in our Mahapack 2.0. So if you're looking forward to it, you just have to use the code JC80 and you can buy it for 6719.20. So this is exclusively the JIB Mahapack. If you're looking forward to JIB plus CIB, that is also available. If you are also preparing for certified courses as well as back promotion, then what you can do is you can go on to our officers Adda Mahapack. So let's talk about that. If I go back to this particular area, go into the area of this is officers Adda Mahapack. In this you get everything: bank promotions, JIB, CIB, IIBF certifications. Everything is available. You can buy it for 14,399.80. You can use the code JC80 and you can get maximum discount. So if you're looking forward to it, then kindly go ahead and check it out on our website or in our app for further details, everyone. And don't forget to keep on practicing. And if you haven't registered yourself yet, so kindly go ahead and check fill up the form as early as possible. Thank you.